Hey there, my lovely, welcome back. Today we're making a salad that I really love, a roasted cauliflower salad. Cauliflower is a great vegetable to roast because all the natural sugars in the cauliflower caramelise in the oven and get a really sweet and delicious flavour. So salads like this one are something that I like to make big amounts of, and then I've always got leftovers in the fridge for lunch boxes or for lunch the next day. So the first thing we need to do is just get our cauliflower into the oven. So I find that the easiest way to tackle a whole cauliflower is to go straight through the middle, the large knife. And you've got your two halves like that. And then I find that it's much easier, once it's cut in half, to go down and take away the leaves. Now, I really want to keep as much of the stem of the cauliflower intact as possible because it's really delicious and it's too good to waste. So the way that I do that is I'll just come downwards, working around, taking away the leaves. Can you see that? But keeping the stem mostly intact. Once I've got all the leaves away, it's just a matter of coming downwards and cutting those florets away with a little bit of the stem attached. Once you've got it all broken apart, then we can cut them down into smaller florets, just following the same process. And pop them on a tray lined with baking paper. Then just pop it in the oven to roast. We want to roast it until it's really golden brown and starting to get kind of charred and crispy on the edges, and we'll need to just toss it maybe once or twice through the cooking process. So while the cauliflower's roasting, we're going to get started on the other parts of the salad. We're first of all going to make a dressing that we're going to toss the warm cauliflower through to let the flavours really absorb. So we need the zest of a lemon. I'm going to use my microplane for this. And then juice the lemon too. Pour that in with the zest. And finally chop some garlic. Now the recipe says 2 cloves, but this one's pretty big, so I'm just going to use 1. That can go in there as well. And we want to chop some capers, just roughly chop, but it will just let the flavour spread through the dish a little more. In they go as well. Then season with some sea salt flakes and a grind of black pepper. Give that a stir and set it aside until our cauliflower's ready. Now we'll just organise the leafy parts to our salad. So we've got some baby spinach, a couple of spring onions finely sliced, and some mint. Now, sometimes the stems of mint can be a little bit tough, so I'm actually going to pick off all the leaves. And if you want to be a little bit fancy, when you come to serve your salad, you can save these little top ones, and they look really beautiful on top, the little small ones. So it's up to you to decide whether you want to chop the mint. If the leaves are fairly large, you might like to chop them, but just make sure you only go through them a few times because the mint will bruise. These leaves are pretty small, so I'm going to just put them in whole. Okay, so let's check our cauliflower. The grey, beautiful and golden brown on the edges. Yum. Now we just want to tip the cauliflower while it's still really warm into our dressing. And toss it through to let all of those flavours soak into the cauliflower. Now just set it aside to cool for a couple of minutes and then we can bring our greens in. We don't want to bring them in while the cauliflower is still really hot or we're going to bruise and wilt the meat. So this is cooled down enough now. I'm going to bring in our baby spinach, our mint and our spring onions. Gently toss it all through. And let's serve it up. And finish it with a few of those extra mint leaves. And there you go. That's my take on a roasted cauliflower salad. I hope you love it.